My name is JeLani Walker, and kind of grew up in a bubble, in Montgomery County, Maryland, with a mixture of all different thoughts and cultures and ideas. And it started on this path of me trying to find an identity of who I was, and I found that in drugs and alcohol, And first time I drank, I was 12 years old. I drank a half a bottle of Jack Daniels with a friend, and I remember saying, well, it didn't work. And he was like, of course it works, stand up. And I stood up and I fell over. And I chased that feeling for 20 something years, and ended up in some certain places in my life where, like in 2007, I attempted suicide. Thankfully it didn't work. In 2009, I drove my car across a double yellow and hit a parked church bus, got medevaced. And I remember laying in the hospital and coming to, and they said, sir, you've been in an accident. And I was like, was anyone hurt? And they were like, only you. And I just remember the tears, because I had like the big halo thing around my neck, and I was strapped down to the table, and the tears were going down my eyes and welling up in my ears. I had a large feeling of rejection. I felt like everybody in the room knew I was a fake, and if they didn't know it, they would know it eventually. I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't enough of a person. Like I needed a crutch. I needed something to hold me up. I needed something to show I was the popular guy and to show that I was fun. In the beginning, it was just fun, and then it was fun with consequences, and then towards the end, it was only consequences. So I found myself in the rooms of recovery, found some really good men and women in there who helped me out. And one of them was a guy named Joe Hardigan. And when I was going through some troubles, I actually reached out to them, told them I was coming back to Maryland, and they invited me to come and see. So I came to Mosaic, hearing Jonathan. One of the sermons he did actually ended a relationship I was in that I found on Tinder, during the Pure Sex series. That community, for the first time in my life, made me feel a part of. I found my crew. It sprung up around me, people going through the same things I was going through and feeling the same feelings that I felt. And I felt this overwhelming feeling. I mean, tears in my eyes. And I checked the box. And on June 30th of 2019, I was baptized. And here I was actually learning something, not only about the stories of the Bible, but about myself, and being able to identify the feelings that I had in my own heart and soul and seeing that jump up from the page for the first time. One thing I really got from there was seeing all of the lies that I had heard myself and taught myself over time, like the first lie in the Bible where the devil says that you want to be like God by eating this fruit. And for the first time in sobriety and in life, I knew that I didn't need anything to make myself feel whole, and I started to break that chain of alcoholism, that chain of not being enough, that chain of self-worthlessness, that chain of the devoid of not having an identity or even having any faith in myself or anything around me. And I'm still new to this. I'm still new to reading the Bible, and every time I see something new and really finding out that all those lies I believed are not true, and that the truth is that I'm enough in Jesus Christ, and that the gospel is showing me the love that I've always been searching for in my life. And it's amazing to me.